Now, the left is easily triggered. We know they are triggered by the oddest things: joy, family, mateship, pride in your country, excellence. And they were really, really triggered when they saw FBI Director Kash Patel partying with the triumphant US ice hockey team, who had just beaten arch rivals Canada to win gold at the Winter Olympics. Oh yes, there's nothing more fun than beating the Snow Mexicans at their own game. But oh no, the left were irate.
I don't even know what Kash Patel was doing there. I mean, he
was chugging beer.
Honey, you're not playing. You're not, and he's behaving like he's like a member of Animal House on that show.
Beyond the money, it's the optics for me, because I'm a little old school, but I like when the law enforcement and directors of FBI were like serious and like borderline boring. Like, I don't want to see them. I want to know they're hard at work, because there's so much going on. Right. Today, we wake up hearing about the head of a Mexican cartel being killed. And we know that there was a shooting and someone died at Mar-a-Lago over the weekend.
Nancy Guthrie is still missing.
So Nancy Guthrie is missing.
Did you hear that? Nancy Guthrie is missing, so Kash Patel, the director of the FBI, can't have any downtime whatsoever. Now, this next view panellist thinks the FBI director should also be involved in geopolitical disputes in the Middle East. She wants to send Kash to Iran.
He is not doing the job. If you look at the threats we are facing in the world, right now there's a huge military buildup outside of Iran. We might be on the brink of war.
Right.
Iran has terrorist networks all around the world, and he's chugging beer instead of paying attention to this.
Where do they find these simpletons? It's hard to be the dumbest at a desk that includes Anna and Sunny, but you managed it, girl. And if the View ladies were mad before, they will be filled with rage when they see this.
You are all unbelievable. You know, I tell you what, we're giving the State of the Union speech on Tuesday night. I could send a military plane or something, but if you would like to, it's the coolest night. It's the biggest.
We're in.
Yeah.
Boys are going to the State of the Union.
The nice thing about being president is I can tell you, you don't have to worry about the weather or land.
I got it, boss. I got it. I'm on it.
Congratulations. That was an unbelievable game. You're going to be proud of that game for 50 years as you grow older. I'm going to shake hands with everybody, but I got to shake hands with that goalie.
Tuesday night. We'll see you Tuesday night, Mr. President.
See you Tuesday night.
Let's bring in comedian Alex Stein. Alex, tell me what this victory means to the US to beat Canada in their own sport at the Olympics. You've got to love that.
You know, I have a lot of American pride just watching Jack Hughes hit that golden goal at the end, because, you know, Canada historically has been, their whole identity is wrapped up in hockey. And to be honest, in America, we care about football, we care about basketball, we care about baseball. Sadly, the NHL and hockey is about number 4 on the rankings. But this was the greatest victory since 1980, the last time the United States won the gold in hockey. So there's a lot of American pride, and I'm proud that the boys took it home. It was absolutely incredible.
Now, there's been a lot said by athletes at the Winter Olympics, athletes who've come out and said we're conflicted about representing America, but not this team. There seemed to be nothing but pride, and they're going to be there for the State of the Union address.
Well, you notice how the women's team is not going to be there, though, Rita. I mean, doesn't that always just kind of indicate who really cares about America and who doesn't? So you have a bunch of women that have the same opportunity. Well, I'm just saying, what is it? Why are the women so catty? These guys, I'm sure there's some hockey players that don't like Trump, but they're willing to, set that aside because they realize this invitation to go to the State of the Union is a huge honor. But, these women hockey players, they don't have the same attitude, I guess I would say.
Well, quite a few of the naysayers, the athletes that we've heard from saying they're conflicted about representing America, including Hunter Hess and Amber Glenn, they've really have done terribly in these Winter Olympics. Amber Glenn even blamed her menstrual cycle for her poor performance. Do you want to tell me more about that, Alex?
Honestly, I don't. That grosses me out. I'm not an expert. I don't even want to get into it. But it's so funny though how that Amber Glenn was so negative about America, and then she goes there and just lays a complete egg on the ice. So you kind of reap what you sow. If she would have had some American pride, I think she probably would have done better. But when you go into a competition already in that negative mindset, it makes it hard to be a champion because you got to think positive. You got to think like a winner.
Now, Alex, this next topic is sensitive. I know how close you were to Charlie Kirk, but another friend of his, someone who was very close to him, Candace Owens, is releasing a series focusing on his widow, Erica Kirk, and it doesn't look like it's going to be complimentary.
President Trump says that Kirk has died after he was shot from a nearby building.
After being shot at Utah Valley University.
The great and even legendary Charlie Kirk is dead.
The cries of this widow will echo around the world like a battle cry.
I didn't even get to give him a kiss goodbye.
That young man, I forgive him.
Alex, that's a preview of the series that's going to be called Bride of Charlie. It's going to start later this month. What's your reaction to this entire project?
Well, it would take me an hour to give you all my opinions on it, but I'll just say this much. Erica Kirk had nothing to do with her husband's death. That is just ludicrous to think that she would be involved whatsoever with killing Charlie. So just if you put that aside, what is the motivation for Candace to come out with this? And yes, she is very popular. She's getting, a lot of views. But to me, Rita, and I'm not trying to be out of school when I say this, Candace was a big part of Turning Point at the beginning of it. She was close with Charlie. And this is just what I speculate. She is incredibly jealous that Erica is now the CEO of this thing. And I think that she is really sad that she is not the leader of it. And I've heard multiple times, I don't watch all of Candace's show, but I've seen multiple clips of her saying, Turning Point USA should hire me. So this is a jilted lover. And I'm not saying that her and Charlie had that type of relationship, but she feels like she should be the CEO. And she sees Erica as the CEO, and so that is why she's attacking her. Because I truly believe Candace knows that Erica didn't have anything. She knows that Erica did not plan her husband's death. That's just ludicrous. That's insane. So I think what's happening now is that she's jealous that she is not leading Turning Point, which she was there, at the beginning. She was very close to Charlie, did help build it up. So to me, I think a lot of this comes from jealousy because you can criticize Charlie. He was criticized. And now that she's CEO, I think that, sadly, she's going to be fair game. She's going to get critiqued. But to accuse her of killing her husband, that crosses the line, in my opinion.
Alex Stein, thank you so much for your time tonight.